guys and girls, welcome back to my channel. And today here I'm going to be going to a Fenty makeup counter and getting my face beat. I have done my eyebrows just because, to my knowledge, Fenty don't actually have any brow products. I could be wrong, but I don't think that they do. And I woke up with a nice jolly old cluster of spots here and here. We love that. If you didn't know, I have already done a video where I went to the Anastasia Beverly Hills counter and had my makeup done. Normally I don't like people doing my makeup, and I actually didn't mind it, so that is really good. Anyways, because you guys enjoyed that video, I'm now going to be putting more makeup counters to the test, and if you enjoy this one, I will make more and more, and we'll make a little bit of a series out of it. Anyways, let's get on our way.
Coming in, flex, I just wanna win, LA BB, who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10 again, state your name, been dope on flame, I just switched the lane.
I have just arrived at the Harvey Nichols in Knightsbridge. That is where we're going to go to the Fenty counter. I'm just looking for the entrance because I know there's like a few different doors. Let's try and find Fenty. So I've just arrived at the Fenty counter. I'm going to give you like a few shots of the makeup, and the shade range is just incredible here. I haven't actually tried their concealer or their foundation yet, but I've tried their powder, their highlighters, their lip gloss. So I've tried a few things, but I'm really intrigued to see how the foundation and the concealer are going to look on my skin. I'm going to go over and introduce you to our makeup artist, and then we're going to begin. My makeup artist Tito for the day. We'll leave his Instagram linked in the down bar, and let's begin. Yeah. He started off with the Fenty Pro Filter Primer, applying that to the face and mainly in the centre. Once that was done, he then lined up some foundations so that he could do a swatch on the side of my cheek and decide which foundation he wanted to go with. So as you can see, there's 3 here, and then once he picked that one, he started applying it onto the face and taking his time to buff it in. He was also using one of the Fenty brushes to do this. Once that was done, he then moved on to the cheeks. Now, he mentioned to me that with Fenty, they like to go a little bit higher with the contour shade, and then he also put 2 of the multi-sticks onto the back of his hand, warmed it up, and then used the brush to help blend it out. And I have to say, I really like this method, and I actually like the results of going a little bit higher. So when it blended out, it just looked really nice and lifted. Time to conceal those under eye bags because we don't want them anymore. He asked me how I like my concealer, and I said a little bit brighter. He then went on to contour the nose ever so slightly. He said he likes the method of doing it up the top where it kind of goes into the brow bone. Then it's time to set the under eye in place using one of the loose powders in the shade Butter. Once that was done, he took a Kilowatt highlighter and used that as a blusher, applying it to the cheeks, nose, chin, all around really. All the shades also will be listed in the down bar. Then he took one of the Fenty bronzers and just added a little bit more warmth and definition to the face, as you guys can see here for yourself. He then grabbed 2 more Fenty bronzers and used those for eyeshadow. I have to say, the actual range for the bronzers is so nice, and the pigmentation is gorgeous. You're going to see for yourself when it is applied onto the eyelid. Right here, you guys can see how pigmented the bronzers actually are. So he started off with a fluffy brush, just popping that onto the eye and then blending that out. He also ran a little bit of it just underneath my waterline as well, as you guys can see here for yourself. And then he actually grabbed one of the Fenty lip paints, and I was like, damn, that color is bright. However, he did put it on the back of his hand and lightly blend it out so that when he puts it onto the lid, it's not going to be so opaque and like boom in your face, you know. So he slightly started to build that up until he was happy with the results he was going for. And then once that was done, he went back to the Kilowatt highlighters and actually used one of my favorites, which is Hustler Baby. Applied it to the cheeks, Cupid's bow, bridge of the nose, and tip of the nose. Next item was the Fenty Diamond Bomb, and as you can see, that was applied onto the collarbones, arms, décolletage, all that area. And then he decided to go for a really soft nude kind of vibe with the lips, and then applied some of the gloss into the center, and then bish bash bosh, we are done. Okay guys, we just finished and we've come outside now because, you know, inside there the lighting always washes you out and makes you look quite blue in a way. But as I come out here, you guys can see the finished look. I did bring my own eyelashes to apply them this time, but I just wanted to show you what the actual makeup is looking like outside in natural daylight. This one bit of hair has been annoying me so bad today, it just keeps flicking out. Anyways, when I get back, we'll check in and I'll give you an update. Hello!
I am back and in the place that has the best natural lighting. This room, I always feel, shows you like the actual true makeup, everything for itself. Now, because in my previous video, I asked for just like a soft, neutral glam. So when I did arrive, I did say to him, like, I want soft glam, but I do want colour, like maybe something, you know, a little bit purpley on there, or, you know, a little bit of orange. I said, I just want colour. I said, but I want the rest of my face to be fairly soft. I wanted my overall look to be different to what I previously had. Every time I go to these makeup counters, I just want to switch up my look so it's not the same as my previous video. Let's zoom in for the goods. Moment of truth. I don't like the foundation on my skin. Obviously, this foundation is catered to those who have oilier skin, and Fenty don't have any other foundations in their line apart from that one. I don't know if you guys can tell, I've got laugh lines. It's kind of sunken into my skin quite a bit. The eyebrows are going to look a little bit dusty just because Fenty don't have any brow products, and of course when you put makeup on and you've got product in your eyebrows, normally you know, brush it through and just fill in where you need to, but of course they're going to be looking a little bit weird. This is the eye makeup for you all to see. What are we thinking? And it was quite blown out and really intense at one point, and I just said, can we tone it down just a little bit? And he did, and he did a really good job at toning it down, because sometimes when you add more to bring it back, it's actually quite hard, and he definitely brought it back and toned it down. The concealer's nice, it's not my favourite. However, the powder that he used is just so good. He did use a different one to what I had, and I wish I kind of got that one now. I'll leave all the shades and everything in the down bar, of course, for you all, but I actually have the banana one, which is a bit more yellow, but he used one, I think, lighter than that, and honestly, I just love how bright that made my under eye. I love a bright under eye. The lips are really, really minimal. Also, I wanted to mention, if you wanted to get your makeup done at Harvey Nichols by Fenty, they have 4 different things that you can get done free of charge. But if you want to go and try, you know, some of the eye makeup, or you want to try some of their base makeup, or you want your face done like the base makeup, you can call them up and book it in, and then if you like it, of course, then you buy the products that you like. I think that's great, because a lot of makeup counters will charge you to have your full face of makeup done, and Fenty are really good, and they have 4 different things that you can pick from. Of course, call them up and see what they are, because I can't remember them off the top of my head. So I'm just saying, you know, if you want that done, you might have to go to the Harvey Nichols in London. As always, I want to hear your thoughts. You guys see me do my makeup all the damn time. I love to hear your feedback on how you think this makeup looks. What are your favorite parts? What are you not keen on? Similar to the other video, please leave me feedback on what you actually think looks nice and what you're not feeling at all. And also let me know what makeup style you think I should go for my next makeup counter video, because if this video does good, we're gonna do another one. Like I said, guys and girls, we're gonna make a series of it out here. Okay, I'm so hungry. I didn't eat breakfast this morning because I had to get there by lunchtime and get into London. However, this is not an ad, obviously, but if you go to Marks and Spencer, yeah, try these microwavable pasta dishes. I'm not joking, they are so good, and you get 3 of them for £7. So I bought 6. Yeah, I did. Anyways, I'm not here to chat about pasta. Please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe and join my YouTube family. Take care. Bye.
I've just arrived at the Anastasia Beverly Hills counter here in Selfridges. I'm going to give you guys a few little close-up shots of all the makeup and everything like that, and then we're going to go in